Hey there, and welcome to the Asheville Legal Videocast. I'm Jake Snyder, and I'm a partner here at Asheville Legal. And today I want to talk to you about our law firm's main area of expertise. And it's a little bit hard to understand exactly what it is, but we bill it as complex civil litigation. And of all the things we do here at Asheville Legal, complex civil litigation is really our bailiwick. So let me tell you a little bit about what that's about. In essence, it means civil litigation where the degree of complexity of the matter is really high, and that incorporates quite a large variety of things. But it includes civil cases, right? So not criminal, but it includes civil cases where there may be complicated questions related to a contract or maybe even multiple contracts. Questions like, what's the right state where this lawsuit needs to be filed? Or does this case need to go to arbitration, and which state laws are going to apply to a given contract? Another complex litigation question might be, which of the 10 possible defendants in this lawsuit do we actually need to include in this case? We also deal with complicated business disputes where there's ever-changing and obscure laws that apply to different kinds of businesses. And we also deal with cases where there are insurance issues at stake. Sometimes, and this is particularly true in construction defect cases, not only do you need to prove your case against whatever contractor or subcontractor is responsible for a defect, but you have to determine that there's going to be insurance coverage for that as well. And so it's almost like two lawsuits wrapped in one. Some cases will have an incredibly difficult or complicated proof scheme. Fraud is one example of this. You have to prove that somebody had the intent to deceive you at the time you entered into some kind of a deal with them or a contract. Proving someone's state of mind is never easy. And another example would be defamation, where you have to show that the statement was a statement of fact and not a statement of opinion, where you have to show a certain level of culpability that could vary depending on the parties involved. We also handle real estate disputes. These kinds of disputes may involve a real careful and complex analysis of a series of deeds and transfers and conveyances. And it also could involve a careful analysis of how parties have treated their land over a certain period of time. Now, I can also tell you a little bit about the kinds of cases we don't handle. And this is a quick rundown, but we don't handle a lot of your typical family law cases, child custody, support, divorce, equitable distribution. We don't really handle personal injury cases, except for sometimes we do wrongful death cases. We don't handle workers' compensation. We don't do bankruptcy cases. And we also don't do criminal law of any kind. These are all cases that we refer out. But if you want a referral for any of these cases, we're happy to deliver. Now, before I go, I do want to say this. Our website does contain a lot more information about the kinds of cases we handle, so please feel free to take your time and review it. But by far the best way to find out if our law firm can handle a case or a legal problem that you're facing is to simply give us a call. It only takes a few minutes of your time, and with just a few quick questions, we can usually determine whether or not you could spend more time with the phone with us and get some benefit out of that. So I really recommend that if you're facing a legal matter right now, you give us a call today. Thank you.